Well, with the Premier heading to Canberra tomorrow, the pre-election pitches have already begun. Queensland is demanding that health funding cuts from the previous budget be reversed. For more, George Roberts joins me now. George, the Premier is not happy about being lumped with responsibility for filling the health funding gap, even if that means taking a slice of income tax.
From the Premier's point of view, that would amount to the state having to make up for the federal government's plan to cut its contribution to healthcare. Annastacia Palaszczuk travelled to the Royal Brisbane Hospital today to highlight her argument that federal funding cuts of $11.8 billion between next year and mid-2025 by the federal government to Queensland Health amounts to hundreds fewer doctors, thousands fewer nurses and millions of Queenslanders missing out on treatment. So the Premier isn't keen to see the state taking over full responsibility for things like education and health in return for a small slice of the tax take.
It has been the Commonwealth who has had the responsibility for over 70 years to raise income tax. If they want to give all of the income tax to the states, yes, we'd be more than happy with that, and then we wouldn't need a federal government, would we?
The Premier favours an increase gradually to the Medicare levy in order to fund future health costs.
And George, on state laws, the review of Queensland's anti-bikie legislation will be handed to the government tomorrow. When will it respond?
That's right. The government, when forming minority government last year, negotiated with the Speaker for his support, and one of his stipulations was that these bikie laws be reviewed. The final results of that review will be handed to the Attorney-General Yvette Darth tomorrow. She'll consider them over the weekend, take them to Cabinet on Monday, and after that, the findings and the government's response will be made public.
George Roberts reporting.